Hi, hope continues product reviews. Yes, I'm back for another Masters of the Universe Origins figure review. This time I'm going to be reviewing Masters of the Universe Origins Leech, Evil Master of Power Suction. Yes, another deluxe figure. And finally, I've got another member of the Evil Horde. Leech was always a unique figure because of his power, of his action feature where he actually acts as his mouth acts as a suction cup where you just stick it to smooth surfaces, as it says right here. And also his gimmick in the She-Ra Filmation cartoon is that he would take his hands, which have suction cups on them also, and he would drain power from the members of the heroic warriors, most notably the members of the Great Rebellion. And yes, he's one of the most prominent members of the Evil Horde. And as you can see, the emblem is down here. And yes, he's one of Hordek's henchmen. It's nice to be able to add to the ranks of the Horde and give Hordek some backup, other than that one Horde trooper I got a while back. And yes, this is a deluxe figure. He comes with other things like an alternate head, which does not have the suction cup at the end of it. It's just a regular, plain old head whenever he's not sucking at anything. Plus, he's got some alternate hands, which also are minus the suction cups. They're just plain ordinary hands, or at least for plain ordinary hands for the kind of creature that he is. And yes, it's got the crossbow. I was never really impressed with those crossbows that came with the old vintage versions of the old Horde figures. I never understood the point of those. I mean, they don't really do much as a. I don't even. They don't really. I never really seen the Horde. They never used them in the She-Ra cartoon. I never saw one member of the Horde in the She-Ra cartoon with a crossbow. And I even see them in some of the comics I've read. But the crossbow does seem to be a prominent weapon since they're included with all the Horde figures. So anyway, and on the back here, you'll notice it has him sucking away at I believe that's tongue lash of the Snake Men. And yes, I guess the Horde and Snake Men are at odds with each other. Just like, yeah, I mean, we've got two heroic factions, He-Man and his warriors on Eternia, and She-Ra, the Great Rebellion on Etheria. And the three evil factions in total are Skeletor and his crew on Eternia, and Hordek and his evil Horde, and King Hiss and his Snake Men. So it's kind of funny that all three of the evil factions are not only fighting the heroic warriors, but they're fighting each other as well, because they want to be the ones to conquer Eternia or Etheria, whatever. Of course, Hordek's already the ruler of Etheria, so anyway. And yes, it's got figures shown here from the line this came from, two of which are the 2000X versions of He-Man and Skeletor. Yeah, those would be interesting to have, but I'm not in any hurry to get those. Plus Snout Spout and Pighead, the Rulers of the Sun. I forgot about that line, but I've never really been much for the Rulers of the Sun. I'm not really big on that. I'm not anxious to get any of their figures. I'm just concentrating on figures I grew up with and are more well known to me. And yes, I'd like to have a antenna sometime. And yes, this Roton vehicle sounds good too. So anyway, so enough gabbing. Let's open up Leech and let's see what the Evil Master of Power Suction is all about. the old sucker out of his package, so, along with his accessories. And yeah, here's the comic book that comes with it. And yes, he's the main feature of this story, Night of the Leech. And it's got a Buzz-Off, Snout Spout, and Zodak. And it's got the instruction book that tells which parts are removable and which parts are not. So we'll set these aside. And here he is. He comes packaged with the head with the suction cup at the front of it, which is what the vintage figure looked like. And yeah, his head has the main feature where you put it on a smooth surface and he sticks to it like he's sucking away at it. Let's talk about the articulation. His head was left, right, up, down. His arms move outward, up, frontwards, bend and swivel at the elbow. And if he doesn't twist. I don't think he really twists at the wrist because of his suction cup wrist, although he might with his regular hands. And he does twist at the waist, and his legs outwards, frontwards, and out. Bend at the knee, and turns. I believe he turns at the boot cut. So, yeah, that's our Leech right there. So let's talk about the other accessories. First is the regular head, minus the suction cup feature. Yeah, I think every Leech figure should have come with this alternate head. I mean, I know alternate heads weren't a thing in the vintage line, but I think a lot of kids back in the 80s would have loved to have had a Leech with just a regular looking head whenever he's not sucking away at anything. And so let's just pop this off and put this on. All right, it seems to be. Oh, there I got him. All right. You can display him in various ways. I mean, you can have his regular head and his suction cup hands, or vice versa, or you can remove the suction cup hands. Boy, it's tight. And just include these hands. I can't even tell which ones are the right hands and which ones are the left hands, so just bear with me here. I think this is the left hand, so we'll stick this in here. Boy, these just don't want to go in all the way. Unless I'm putting them in wrong. But yeah, I mean, once you have the regular hands in, they twist at the wrist. Yeah. And there he is, with the only suction cups being on his feet, and those are not. And no, he does not have regular feet in place of the suction cup feet. Those are the only suction cups you can't replace with regular body parts. But he does still have quite the big mouth, even without his suction cup feature. So, and yes, his weapon, the typical, the standard Horde crossbow, the trademark Horde crossbow. I never understood these crossbows. But anyway, you just stick it under his hand, and whenever he's not using his suction cup features, you can just, pew, 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 or whatever it's supposed to do. There's supposed to be some feature where you press on it and it makes this poppy noise. But yeah. Well, there he is. There's our Leech. Oh yeah, you probably want to see the how the action feature works. Well, I'll stick his suction cup mouth back on and I'll show you. Alright, this is my freezer just a few feet away, so I've got his suction cup mouth back on, so let's see how well this works. Oh yeah, he's stuck. I guess that's his way of climbing things. So, yeah, that sucks. No pun intended, but anyway, yeah, I mean, it's like, see how well the hands work. Not bad. Yeah, I guess that's his way of climbing. Here he is, sucking away at man-at-arms. That's the gimmick he used in the She-Ra Filmation cartoon, where he would use his suction cup hands to drain away power from his enemies. I didn't quite get him in that position, because usually he has his hands right on under the sides of their heads so he can drain their power. Well, here's the Evil Horde. What I have so far, I've got Horde leader Hordak and one of his Horde troopers, one of his more prominent henchmen, ready to do battle with whether it's with He-Man or She-Ra and the Great Rebellion or Skeletor and his evil warriors. That's my review of Leech, and hopefully there'll be more videos coming in the near future. I'll see you next video. Bye bye.